This is how the mind works. And why you should know. To be in the know, you should increase in awareness. Because in a situation whereby, you can find yourself in a situation that your thoughts cannot conceptualize of how solution can be possible in that, unless prayer. That is what will come into your mind, because that is what you know. And it's why this continent is this way, because the teachings that people are into, they found themselves in certain situations. The first thing that clouds out their mind is prayer. And so if they have something important to do, they will leave it and go for prayers. And sometimes these prayers that they go for even add up to the existing problems, because that is the teaching you are into. And so the little thing that comes, first thing that will pop up in your mind is that, let's go and fire the devil. Because if I sit down, the way everything is collapsing, you see, when you sit down, you are thinking, man, this is that, let me go and fire. Awareness is everything in this universe, because a solution that I can give you in the situation in which you are in can change everything in your mind, the way you view life. Hey, that is how awareness is. I can be sitting with you and I'll be seeing so many things that make sense to me, but you'll be sitting there, all right, will be having eyes and watching the same thing as me, but it will not make any sense to you. That is how awareness is. So your level of awareness, the things you know, the perspective at which you see things, is what makes you come up with solutions. And so the solutions that this continent need is here. You see, it's not prayer, it's this. It's this. Solutions are there. But the question is, are people ready? African leaders ready? Are you ready? That is how it is. Until you are ready, you will hear it as noise. That is why people who are not even seeking knowledge, who don't want to increase, are not even listening to this. You see how magical it is? Yes, you want to increase. It's in you that I want to increase. It's why you are watching. And so if you don't give up on that, and you don't let any teaching sway you back in, definitely you will increase. And it's how it is. Your awareness, your way of life, the way you used to see things will change. The information, things that will keep you backwards, as you're listening to information such as this, is bringing those things down. Information such as this, awareness, will come in the surface. And so you will see certain things that you do, that were progressing you. You don't see it as something that is relevant against. When you sit down with certain people from your past and you listen to the things they are talking about, you know that these persons, they need help. That is what you begin to say. And they also, high chances, if they are not seeking, they will see you as something might be wrong with you. You see how it is? It's awareness. And so in a situation whereby two persons are sitting down, and information such as this, as you are listening to, somebody will not find it relevant to them because of what they are into. You see how it is? Because of what they are into, it does not even open up certain portions of their brain to even sit down and pay attention and listen. So they will hear, but they will not listen. Unless the person is what? Is sitting just like you and ready to know. Just like how you see somebody into religion so deep that when information is coming, when you want to give them information, it's like you are coming to snatch them away from a safe haven where the Savior will come and save them. And so in that angle, you can be a Satan. You see how these teachings are. You see why Africa, the continent, is this way. To tell you that it's never prayer. It's what you know, your awareness, getting in touch within, which is you, that is God. You see, then you begin to see things, so many things. And so some people are not happy because of the choices they themselves they made due to their level of awareness. Because they cannot see from that perspective that this situation in which I'm getting myself into, this relationship that I'm in, this is what is going to end me. This person that I met, that I felt that they were so sweet to me, and it's why I married them. Now look at how and what I'm feeling now. Look at the hell that I'm going through. Yes, it's because of the person's level of awareness. Oh, I'm a church goer. I put tithes, I do this. So why is this happening to me? Are you seeking knowledge? Or everything that you know has to always come from the Bible? And people, it's why most people are suffering in Africa. It's why the continent is this way. Because when you are so deep into these things, very deep into these things, very deep to a point where you are so lost in it completely, my people, you will see trouble and you might not see it. You will be the one running to the trouble. This is what most religious pastors, they don't know. They don't know. That is why most of them are even married to a narcissist. But they can't see them that this is who these persons are. Why? Because of their level of awareness. Because of the teaching they are into. They are so deep, forgetting about reality to a point where all they are doing is the devil. And so when this lady comes in so nice, this man comes in so nice, they are prophetess, come in so nice and doing the things that they are also doing. They know this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Just like Adam and Eve. It says the woman. The woman also said it's the snake. Who knows who they are? The couples, the man and woman, first human who were perfect. They didn't know who they were. Awareness should tell you that the Bible, so many things is flipped. I tell you. So if you are holding on to it to live life, what do you think your life will be? Holding on to this thing to a point where everything is just the reality in that. People, it's all about you. So you can see situations for what is. Imagine somebody who cannot even solve their marital problems. You send your problem there. That is what is happening. And so every religious leader automatically is a marriage counselor. The fact that you can read from the Bible means that they know. And that is why you have a pastor tell me that when I said marriage is a union, he said no. It's an institution and the man is the head. How he was elaborating these things. The thing this way, it's an institution and the man is the head. And you see, he was seeing this thing out of, it's like the knowledge I'm trying to give him is like I'm shaking something in his brain, because this is what he's using to teach everybody. And so when I was trying to show him another perspective of how he should see marriage to be, things were shaking. The wires in his brain were shaking. And so whatever that I was saying, he was hearing, but he wasn't listening because he thinks he knows. And this person is a marriage counselor too as well. He's counseling people. That is why they tell you biblical counselor, marriage counselor, biblical. We are talking about reality. Somebody is talking about biblical. So it should tell you how this person is thinking. Biblical. So when you hear biblical, you should know everything that this person will say is not awareness. It's an awareness in the text, the Bible that he knows. And then you use someone's example, just like you will be quoting verses. And so if you have someone, you have such person as your papa to scan your partner for you so you can marry, what will be the result? Or you have a problem and you go to this person's to solve it for you. Which perspective can this person give you to make you see the situation? Which solid solutions can such persons give you, be it relationship, anything that you are navigating in life? Which perspective can this person give you for you to see from the situation in which you are in? Because everything he knows is biblical. They will quote verses for you. After that, pray on top, add anointing oil, then you go home. You wake up, don't do it again. When you call the same problem, don't pray. Every day they'll be putting you in prayers, and then they throw your brain off. When it's this way, you are some way, somehow losing touch of the energy within you. Because the teaching is like, prayer, God help me. God, prayer, God. You see, but that energy is there for you to believe in yourself. The awareness you begin to have will make you know that is this information I was listening to is why I went into this, why I did that, why I even went in for a partner as such. Because when he was doing all these things in the church, I thought she was my bone of my bone. He was my bone of my bone because of what he does. My people, so many acting and religion. That is why most people, when they go to church, they don't come home early. There's so much acting, and this acting does not make people see from a higher perspective. They cannot think higher. Back in the days as a photographer, I went to a church, and then when I was taking coverage, and I see this pastor, when he was preaching, he gets in front of one member, the member will have to stand up. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know whether they are the junior pastors or whatever. When he's preaching, so as Zacchaeus, you see, from the tree, and then Jesus said, Zacchaeus, come down. Calm down. You didn't say amen. You didn't shout. Yeah. Like what, my people? That is why many are seeing things this way. The same stories that King Herod, and then King Herod, there's a man, they will say the story in the way, but the same thing, my people. The same thing, it does not make you increase. When they put them in the fire, they thought they were burnt. And then these three men, they were called Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I say they are what? Shadrach, then you hear the band, Bastons, boom, 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 Abednego. And look at what happened when they were put into the fire. They thought they would be dead. But look at what happened. Look at what God did. Look at what God did. Oh, they were praising. It was praises, my people. Nothing happened to them. The fire was burning. The accountant, read it. And he said, as the fire was burning, then the three men, pause there. He said, as the fire was burning, as the fire was burning, and he said, the three men, continue. You see, they are wasting your time. No awareness. They didn't bow down to the idol. You see, and then Daniel, oh, Jata, they say, your friend Jesus. One story, they will be going around the story and they will bite one. They will go around the story and they will bite. That is what they are doing. But these things are not making you increase in awareness. Just like this, you will save a whole lot of time in your life and begin to notice certain things. Boom, 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 boom. You didn't shout. You say, oh, you see that sometimes the things that this person, this religious leader, this pastor, this reverend is saying, it's not things that even require that people have to shout. Because if people will shout or people will feel something, they will say, you didn't shout. Hey, you didn't shout. In acting, you didn't shout. Then people say, hey, look at this. And then you see the junior pastors. Oh, Papa. When this Papa, he nears these junior pastors, they will just stand up this way. When he goes to another person, then this one will also sit down. That one will also stand up. Acting, Zala. I don't know what is this. My people, what is this? Look at this continent. It's information, it's knowledge that can move this continent, that can make you see things from a higher perspective. People are still yet to know because they don't want to know that information can make you see things faster than prayer. They don't know. They don't know that knowledge, the things that somebody say to you, the solution that I can give you in a situation in which you are in can change your life completely. You have a situation whereby somebody says that I didn't know that this is how this internet works, and then I call this person, give me the information, and then I made my first $20,000 on YouTube. You hear people say those days, you hear them call Woody Maya. I didn't know. They didn't know, but these persons were there and doing things. Just like how somebody can give you a solution in, for let's say, a work that you are in. Maybe the things that you are doing, you think is a shortcut. But somebody will come and say, what you are doing, you are wasting your time. It's this way. I say, wow, I didn't see this way. Wow, this one day you save my time. And now you see that there's a workflow. Anything that you are doing, it's like, wow, I didn't know. These days it seems like your production, yes, my brother, my sister, I didn't know. I met this man, I met this woman, I met this person, and then he gave me a solution in this. And it's why my production is this. It's why I'm making this money. You see, somebody will see this thing from another perspective, thinking prayer will solve that. You see, prayer, solution, awareness begin to increase. Sometimes you can be doing some things before you see it's like magic. That is how it is. When your awareness increases, it begins to increase in so many parts of your life. You begin to do certain things. Then people will not understand, but you know that is how awareness is. So many situations that people will be using prayer, you are using knowledge. And the people sometimes who are into this prayer thing, fasting and this thing, they will see that the devil is taking you away, and you also will see them as there's something that they are yet to know. That is why sometimes you hear some pastors, they are the one making their own confession. They make confession and say, me, I've done so many things that me myself, I'm sorry about. Because those days, this is what I do. I organize a program. This person say they organize. You see, this pastor, they say sometimes they organize a program. And when they organize this program, 20 days, 30 days, fasting and increase. Prayer is a dry fasting. So if it's 6 to 6, sometimes they go to the mountain top to do these things. They move away from home and go to certain places, some mountainous regions to do this fasting and prayer thing. And he says, as the prayer is going on, around 12 or sometimes early mornings to 11, 12 that way, during the afternoon. Then he will tell the members that he is coming. Then he will enter the bush to another village somewhere or another town, go and chop fufu. This is what this pastor was saying. You go and chop fufu. Imagine, as prayer is going on and pastor say he's coming, you know that he's going into the bush to bring more uja, pray, so that problems will go. He will go and chop the fufu. Come on. Then he will come and join people in the prayers again. Whilst the people that they are praying with, they didn't eat from morning to evening. He has set the thing for you people, but he's not following the thing. Whenever he's there and then he sees that the hunger is coming, he will tell them, I'm coming. Okay, pastor, he's going to eat. Pastor is going to eat. Then go and chop. Come on, then he come. That's why fasting. But you see the way this man is sweating, you know. So imagine somebody who went to eat fufu and back. You see, he will be fine. That is why there are situations whereby those days you go to one night and you'll be praying. They say pray. And then you can pray hard to a point where now, Charlie, you see people's face, and then you see yourself. You know that when you've prayed, you don't know what to even say again. Then sometimes you will be there. As the prayer is going on, then you see people are standing, then they are dozing. You see this pastor as if something is in this pastor. It's like they have eyes to spot people who are sleeping. This woman who was praying, and then before you see, he was praying this way. Then he's standing, then he's sleeping. Then the pastor will come near where, or somebody will shout, say, Jesus! When Jesus, and then you may see, this is somebody who have told his family member that he's going to church. Look at what he's going to do there. See, I saw you. This woman is going to church to be awakened, and that is how she's been awakened there. Those days, it's my mother. My mother. My mother. Hey. The whole. See, you will be in the church and you yourself, you know everything in you. It doesn't far, but still, because of this woman, you have to go. You pray. How can you pray to a point where you don't even know what to even say to the God that you are praying to? But they say pray. There are times you can be praying and they will hold your hand. Because this man, if they've done this thing to a point where they know the level, so all night they can sleep. They can sleep to a certain point, and when they are coming, they can chop the fufu before they come. So then they are fired up. They don't sleep. They fire because they are really deep into that thing. So it's not easy that you will see this pastor sleeping. No. That is why I'm telling you that you have to know you, so that you not go and waste your time in certain places, thinking and having the mindset that things are going to change. You not go and waste your time at certain places, and then also having the belief that certain things will change. What's their knowledge that will make you see in the situation which you are in? It all goes down to what? Your belief system. If Africans begin to believe in themselves, you will see how this continent change. But all start from information and what this person know and what they are ready to know, and the readiness to leave the belief system that is not making them see that the situation in which they are in is not the solution that they think is. People, believe in yourself. Know who you are is the secret. Tell you, know who you are. Continue to seek knowledge, so that anytime you want to make a decision, you want to go into a relationship, if you are the one seeking, just like how you are listening, and your partner is not one that is also seeking as you, there will be a disconnection. I tell you, there will be a disconnection. So many things that he or she will begin to say will not begin to resonate with you anymore. You see? And if you want to hold on to that, then you have a lot of work to do. And that work is frustration. I tell you, see, this is also an awareness. Because if you are seeking and you have increase in awareness and your partner is no, there's no way you can continue this journey with them unless they are also ready to seek and know, or the things you are beginning to say to them also resonate with them. Then you guys all will be listening. That is how you know. So sometimes the information that you listen to, your awareness, the awareness that you are having now, will make you even know the partner that you have to go in for. Sometimes you wouldn't know that your wife or your husband, the person you're in a relationship with now, is your ex. Why do I say ex? The letter X. is going this way and this one is also going this way. So the person might be your X. It can be X, but you'll be holding on to it as it is what? One. A straight line this way. But the person might be going here and you also might be going there. So if you are all in the religion setting, how will you know? Because the same thing you are doing, the way you are always present at the all nights, she also comes. She even comes early to come and clean the chairs. Same as you sometimes. Wow. Thank you, God, Jesus. Like how we do the things in the church. You see, clean the microphones and do this thing. Oh, this is what crazes people. Yes, indeed, that is true, because it's the same agreement. But in that setting, there are teachings in there that you should not go beyond. And so you're not going beyond. The reality at which you see things is how this other person also see things. The more things they do in there is what makes a good wife or a good husband. The more contribution, how they dance, they do the things, Sometimes before closing, pastor will even give them mine to come and also read some Bible verses and say certain things. So this one is even pastor in the making or prophetess in the making. This is what confuses a lot of people. You are in that, and the person is also in that, and you are seeking information, knowledge, awareness as this, and your awareness begin to increase. When you begin to have certain conversation with these persons and they are not getting you, it's a sign, my people. Believe in yourself. It's a sign. That is why you have to know who you are. Believe in yourself. Leave the limiting beliefs so you can find you, my people. That is the only way.